Guys, Tech Mentor with the video for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to show you some of the iPhone tricks that you may have not known or may never thought about using that are really cool that you can utilize on the new iOS 16 update that you have for your iPhone. Now, most of these can be used on most devices that will have iOS 16. The other thing about these are that these aren't really talked about much because these are sort of hidden and really cool if you want to start using them. So let's dive right into it. So the very first one is around lock screen. So if you go to lock screen for your wallpaper, right, you can pretty much select a wallpaper like this. But did you know if you just slide over, you'll be able to select the different shades of it. By default, whatever phone color you get is the wallpaper you get. But if you wanted to switch over right to another color, you can do that for it. And then over here is the depth effect, which we'll show you in a second. So the depth effect works for, let's go ahead and pick a new wallpaper. Maybe let's go with something like this one right now. Did you know with this one, same thing applies. If you switch over, as you can see here, although in the beginning we saw one, we can actually change this to a different setting here. And that's kind of pretty neat here. Now, when it comes to other things, right, let's set this one here. Let's go to one with the color, maybe. Let's say your own personal one. Or we'll add one from our library here. So let's go ahead add maybe this one from our library, right? Now you can actually keep it as natural. You can zoom in and out. But the other thing you can do is you can actually change the contrast to like things like black and white. You can keep it dual tone, color wash, and then of course that color style change as well. So you can do these color style changes. So you can pretty much put a filter already on the picture that you have, which again is really cool for customization as well. And then you hit that done, and then you get the color choices that you like. So which is again really cool if you're really looking to customize your wallpaper in itself. So that's the first thing. The next one I'm going to show you again is, as you know, you can pretty much block contacts from calling you and such, which is good and all. But let's say you want to block an email contact because they constantly send you spam and such. So how can you do that? Well, it's really simple. First thing is we're going to go ahead and open up our mail app. So you're going to go ahead and find your mail app. Let's go ahead let's go to mail here. When we open up mail, right, we see that we get this, maybe this contact keeps on sending us spam mail and we want to stop getting those. You can actually do that by simply clicking on their name right here, right? And then you can click to block this contact similarly like you would do for someone trying to call you all the time, a spam caller. If you do this, you'll no longer get those spam emails any longer. Again, go ahead and check it out. Pretty cool, I think. But again, really works well, similar to like the contact, they'll be blocked. Now, the next trick that we have that you might have not known is ability to select multiple pictures. So if you open up your Photos app, right? So if we go to Photos app, cool, right? We select a photo. When we press and hold on one photo, right? We press and hold. We shake it around like this, just move it around, and then you can select multiple one, right? You can do that, and then you can use the other hand to move it out and go to another app. Let's say you want to send it to someone. You can simply click on that, and let's go ahead and, as you can see here, it's going to import it for us just like that. So this one had a little bit delay, but let's try it one more time to show you. So you take a picture, right? The key here is holding it and then moving it just like that, and then selecting it, and then going ahead and opening it up with your other hand, and then you can just add that over here. And as you can see here, the photo's been added just like that, which again is really cool. Now you can also do the same thing for if you're searching up maybe on photo from Google. So let's say go to cars, right? We're going to search up cars here just for the sake of just cars here. And then we're going to look at images maybe. And then let's go ahead and pick an image, right? We click on this one, same thing, you move around, and then you can select multiple images like that, and then you can move out to another app. Let's say this time we want to go into notes, right? Maybe we want to save it to notes for some reason. We can click on to add it and then put it right here. And as you can see here, we were able to multi-select multiple images and add it right there. Again, really cool thing to do. The next kind of trick that I think is really cool as well is, let's say you're on a browser on, like you're on maybe Apple.com, you're looking and browsing around. You can actually send this to someone link using Siri. So I activate Siri, right? Hey Siri, send this to friend. Siri will be able to send the link to your friend or whoever contact you say. Let's say it will ask you to confirm, but let's say, hey Siri, share this link with friend.
Ready to send it?
See, as you can see here, if you're looking at a browser, maybe you're shopping around, you can pretty much send it to your friends and family or anyone in your contact by saying that, and it will do it for you. Along with that, if you were to do screenshot, right, you can actually get Siri to screenshot and send it to as well. So if I click and hold, say, Siri, take a screenshot and just send it to friend.
Ready to send it?
As you can see, it's pretty powerful because you don't have to screenshot and then you have to open up messages. You can do it all in one and just confirm with Siri. Again, quick way to share things with your friends and family. Now, the next trick that you might not know is that when you use our phone, sometimes we put it on do not disturb, but there is sometimes the case that you want a contact to be able to contact you even if it's on do not disturb. You can actually make a contact be emergency contact. So let's show you what that means. If you go into the contact here, let's have this contact here, right? And if you click on edit here, right, you want to edit here and then you want to look for ringtone. And under the ringtone, there's something called emergency bypass. So this allows this contact to be able to contact you even if your phone is on silent and do not disturb, which again is really helpful because sometimes there are certain contacts that you want to be able to get notification from and not everyone else. And although the focus mode kind of helps with that, I think this is even better because this just keeps it really simple because you can select the emergency contact, have the bypass turned on so they can contact you just like that. And you want to do that for both ringtone and text tone as well if you want to get both of them at the same time. Again, really helpful. You want to check that out. This is a new feature. Not a lot of people know about it. Moving on to the next one that you can do, which again is pretty cool, is we showed it in our previous video. If you go into your settings, right, and you go over to accessibility and go over to touch, there's a new feature that allows your phone to prevent lock from ending call. So normally what happens is, right, if you were on a call and you're talking with someone and you accidentally press that side button, it ends the call, which can be really annoying because if you're trying to multitask talking with someone, if it's not on speaker, you press that button, it will end the call. Now, if you turn this on, this will prevent that button from ending the call accidentally, which is good because you don't have to worry about accidentally clicking on that, which I found annoying in a lot of sense, but this is another feature that you want to check out. Next tip or trick that you might have not known on your iPhone is around delaying the time that you send a mail to someone. So let's go into our settings, mail, and if you go down here where it says undo delay send, so by default it's going to be off, or it might already have a selection, but what this allows you to do if you're on a mail app, right, if you're sending someone a mail, let's go ahead and open up our mail app one more time, right? Let's say maybe we're trying to send someone a mail, reply, say hi, and we try to send it, we'll have the mail be delayed so that if you need to undo, you can select it to be like a 30 seconds. So if you have like a regret or afterthought after sending a mail, you could undo that by toggling the different options you have from 10 seconds to 30 seconds, which again is powerful again for you to check out. Now, the last and final setting or trick on your iPhone that you might want to check out is on the newest iOS version 16. If you go into settings, software update, right, you're always constantly updating your phone, right? And sometimes you might not want to update because the reason why is if it's going from one big update to another, things break or you don't like the feature, you can now allow your phone to only download and install what's known as security and system file updates, which again, sometimes if there's vulnerabilities out or viruses or even security concerns, you can just install those files themselves to address those issues without updating your phone to that version, which I think is really helpful because sometimes what happens if a new update doesn't work properly or breaks something, you don't want to keep on updating your phone. Although it's best to update it, you can just simply choose this so that the only update that you get on your phone are only the critical security ones to protect your phone without upgrading from one big version to another or even the minor version themselves. So that's it for our video. Hopefully these hidden or tricks on your iPhone that you didn't know before are useful for you. If so, please make sure that like and subscribe, but also leave us any ones that you discovered that you think is pretty cool as well to share it with everyone. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.